my fellow tubers, and hello YouTube staff. My name is Leah. I'm the YourTubeAdvocate for the month of May. How you doing? Before we get into tonight's pressing concerns, I just want to say I've spent the better part of the last 2 weeks communicating with many of you through PM, through Stickam, through Skype, through channel comments, video comments, my cell phone for some of you, and a few things have become clear to me. First off, we have a wide range of issues and concerns going on in the community right now that are affecting people all the way from 0 subscribers all the way up to 130,000 subscribers. And I would like to say that I'm amazed at how many of you care and about how much you care. Really, all the interaction I've had over the last 2 weeks, it's given me a lot of hope, and you guys really inspire me to do my best at this. So I want to say thank you for your continued support of this channel. A few weeks ago, Just Alan did an e-bomb campaign where we all en masse email YouTube staff, and I would like to continue doing this, focusing on a few issues at a time. It's going to be impossible to go over all of the comments, suggestions, issues right this second in one video, so I thought we would focus on a few tonight and then probably a couple a week. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Any thoughts on that? The first most pressing issue right now that seems to be going on is the disaster with the new mail system, the inbox. For starters, some people are not being able to get their mail at all. For some of you, in case you don't know, your off-site email that's linked to your YouTube channel, you might, if you can't get your mail right now through YouTube, you might be able to click Read All on your off-site email to at least see what your incoming PMs are. But yeah, some people cannot get their mail at all. There's coding issues with quote marks and brackets. People miss the thumbnails, the little pictures next to the email so they can see who it's from. They miss the small snippet of the email so you can partially read it. The no thumbnails makes it harder to identify those lovely spams for those webcams. The font color itself is difficult for some people to see. And just the overall, over the last week, it's just been completely on the fritz. Guys, let me know if you're still having problems with this or if it gets better. The beta player. The beta player is, the community as a whole would probably want me to say, what were you thinking? I haven't seen one positive comment about the new beta player. It's just god-awful. I don't know what else to say. There's going to be a link in the description to, I think it's suggestions at youtube.com, since they've gotten rid of tech support, feedback. They've killed off most of those ways to email them, so there is going to be a link, or not a link, but the address in the description with some suggestions of what to say to them when you email them. And possibly, you know, nobody says you can't email them 5 times with the same message. Also, maybe consider putting the subject in capital letters in bold. The next thing I wanted to talk about tonight is the continued censorship that's eating away at the heart of this community through fear. Fear that is affecting content. What do I mean by this? Well, the first emails I got when I took over this channel had to do with the suspension of XenuTV. YouTube, it has not escaped people that you suspended this man directly before the Church of Scientology launches their channel on your website, and it's just a laughable situation. Number 2, certain users are still being singled out. And left off of the most discussed list. They're being denied honors. For example, the Amazing Atheist. Now, I know a lot of people don't agree with some of the things that he has to say, but for some reason, for the last 6 months, he does not appear on the most discussed list. He's just an example of just blatant censorship. Why hasn't this been fixed? I don't even know if TJ, that's the Amazing Atheist, I don't even know if he cares or not, but when other people see this, I mean, are there certain topics that we're just not supposed to talk about? Or why is it, what is it about this user to where he's not violating terms of use as to suspend him, but he is not allowed to have honors? Number 3, certain partners, or partners in general, are having vids demonetized when they're flagged with no explanation necessarily what they did wrong or how to fix their videos or any recourse at all. This is happening to smaller partners as well as the big guys up at the top. These things do not engender free expression. They inhibit it. They make people think twice before they post. They make people wonder, ooh, should I not do or say this, or ooh, you know, YouTube might not like it. And I mean, these are things that you should really consider for your users. I'm going to put some possible email suggestions for this too, and this one's going to go to editor@youtube.com. The last thing I wanted to talk about was what's going on with the partnership rejections. This channel is not here to advocate for certain people to become partners. I don't see how that could ever be fair. But YouTube, the manner with which you're dealing with these people, I mean, you put out an open call for people to apply to be partners. You're extremely vague in the requirements, and then when you do reject them, first of all, sometimes it takes up to 6 months. Certain users have heard back very quickly. Some users it has taken a very long time. But to say things like, you haven't produced sufficient original new content that represents the uniqueness of the community. You know, some people see this as very rude, cold, and insensitive. For starters, I don't see how any one individual could ever represent the complete uniqueness of the YouTube community. Also, the entire process, I don't know what kind of process that you're going through for this, but you might really want to review that. You're losing some very, very valuable assets to this community. I just don't even know. So please review that, and I can't imagine who okayed that letter. But seriously, is that the best you guys could do in corporate America? Not sufficient original new content. Okay, so I went over to the thing to see, well, how much exactly how much new content you're looking for. It doesn't say. It just says you need to upload original content. Okay, well, could you be more specific? You know, so yeah, please include that. I know a lot of you were already emailing editor@youtube.com about that situation as well, and that's what we need to continue to do, guys. The e-bombing campaigns, you know, they do listen, I think, when a couple hundred of us say something. So let's please continue doing that, and there will be more videos coming soon. And I love you guys. Hope everybody had a great weekend.